Airspace is the portion of the atmosphere controlled by a country above its territory, including its territorial waters or, more generally, any specific three-dimensional portion of the atmosphere. It is not the same as aerospace, which is the general term for Earth's atmosphere and the outer space in its vicinity. Controlled airspace exists where it is deemed necessary that air traffic control has some form of positive executive control over aircraft flying in that airspace within this airspace. Uncontrolled airspace is airspace in which air traffic control does not exert in any executive authority, although it may act in an advisory manner. Airspace may be further subdivided into a variety of areas and zones, including those where there are either restrictions on flying activities or complete prohibition of flying activities. Horizontal boundary. By international law, the notion of a country's sovereign airspace corresponds with the maritime definition of territorial waters as being 12 nautical miles out from a nation's coastline. Airspace not within any country's territorial limit is considered international, analogous to the high seas in maritime law. However, a country may, by international agreement, assume responsibility for controlling parts of international airspace, such as those over the oceans. For instance, the United States provides air traffic control services over a large part of the Pacific Ocean, even though the airspace is international. Vertical boundary. There is no international agreement on the vertical extent of sovereign airspace, with suggestions ranging from about 30 kilometers to about 160 kilometers. The Fédération Aéronautique Internationale has established the common line, at an altitude of 100 kilometers, as the boundary between the Earth's atmosphere and outer space. While the United States considers anyone who has flown above 50 miles to be an astronaut, indeed descending space shuttles have flown closer than 80 kilometers over other nations, such as Canada, without requesting permission first. Nonetheless, both the common line and the U.S. definition are merely working benchmarks, without any real legal authority over matters of national sovereignty. The boundary between public airspace and private air rights is defined by national or local law.